infinity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the reigning MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Packers and the Eagles on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And again, it's Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A jet sweep, Dobbs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. James White's first carry. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
On play action, Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short. Here's James returning.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. The numbers for Sanders last week: 19 carries, 57 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And Joseph Charlton on now to punt.
And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. That's James. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mayfield on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Mayfield. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete. So a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. On the move to his left.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's Dillon again.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Mayfield now from the 50, and that's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there. That'll be second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long. And
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A first down throw for Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield now. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of him.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Chubb will try the middle here. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield to throw it. This is White on the screen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel